All right, we're back here. We're still in our first match. We did not get the error fixed up here. What happened was that Kevin's arena crashed, and when he came back in, normally in a direct challenge, you'd be back with you'd just be put back in the game, but that was not the case. It was a one-way disconnect that was not fixable, so we've restarted game three here. Unfortunately, it was looking like it was gonna be a very very interesting end to the game, despite Caleb getting a fast start. But we're here now. Caleb's on the play after he lost game two to that Trostani combo with the pump spell, and it looks like both players mulligan. What's Kevin got there?
It's spicy, but it's slow. It's the escape tunnel, two planes, two fars, the four drop called the Ferocious Ferox, and a Killer Among Us.
Okay, so 4 and a 5 drop and nothing else.
Pretty much. What's Caleb Rockman on his side?
Nothing too crazy here. He's got Clandestine Meddler on turn three, which is just a 3 mana 3/2 with no text essentially. That's the one that you can suspect another creature. He has Dramatic Accusation, and he has something nice to catch him up if Kevin does get a big board, which is the Deadly Cover Up, the black board wipe.
Oh.
So he's just choosing not to cast his Meddler here. He says, I have no interest in playing a 3 mana 3/2, especially in a format where, opponent has, sorry, disguised creatures. Says, I have no interest in a
Yeah,
3 mana 3/2 with no text. But now he's trying to Lumbering Laundry, so he can cast that, and then he can suspect that next turn if he wishes.
if you're going to see the 4/4 come out, get the swing in, I wonder if Caleb just decides to block it here. I almost feel like he doesn't really want a deadly cover up.
I mean, he could block, and then he could Dramatic Accusation it with the evidence.
That's fair.
So he's just leaving up reasonable doubt here. Once again, not interested in playing his Meddler, hoping Kevin plays more to the board so he can cover up. And if Kevin goes Killer Among Us, that's probably enough to do that. I mean, he's also just offering the trade here as well.
Well, he has the strength to get over this, which is nice on his side. So that saves him from playing a Killer Among
Does he have a
Us.
follow up?
So I guess for this turn, no. It's just two lands and a
I
Tropiary Panther.
almost think it's fine to trade and just play Killer Among Us, but because now Caleb has the evidence anyway. So it came up
I'm
in
curious.
it came up in a match I was playing that the this weekend that my opponent played the Ferox, and it was actually strict downside that it had word collect evidence because I had a chalk outline in play, which allowed me to make a 2/2 and a clue for free that I otherwise would not have been able to make. But normally it's a pretty big downside for the opponent, but in that case it wasn't. So Caleb's just decided to Dramatic Accusation. It does not wish to take more damage. Um,
When he has, you said reasonable
and now
doubt,
he's
right?
got the counter spell here.
Yeah. All Kevin has left in hand now is a Killer Among Us.
Yeah, so now Caleb he's got through a bit of the rocky part here with the Axebane Ferox. Like I said, if I'm Kevin, I'm almost just okay trading it because if I use a trick to keep it alive, then that disguise creature goes to the graveyard and probably gives Caleb the evidence needed. All right, who'd they pick this time?
What do you think? Before it dies,
The man
you
in
have a
the
one free
middle.
thing.
The man in the middle has to be.
This time it is the man in the middle.
Uh,
It's
I probably should
truth.
not be giving away my tech for this card. Anybody who's listening is like taking notes when they play against me. Like always merfolk.
We get it. We get it. You're telling us it's the merfolk, but you secretly always choose the human also.
No, I've literally never chosen anything except merfolk.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh well, I mean, Caleb's just sitting there saying, "Yes, please, more creatures."
Right?
I mean, especially brutal is a board wipe in game three when you have not seen it yet. If he had
Yeah.
seen it in game two, he could reasonably he could hold this 5 drop in hand, right? Perhaps, and just be like, let me try and get ahead with what I have on board and not throw anything else out there. But having not seen it, it's gonna hit especially hard here.
And the
I
mind
love the
game.
Killer Among Us mind games that Kevin's playing. Me, I'm not so straightforward with my mind games. I'm just like I either just attack with the one that I chose or I attack all.
funny thing is I don't really think mind games really work too well on Caleb because normally like he still makes the right like play, right? Like if he's gonna trade with what might be a 4/4,
Oh
he's gonna
wait,
trade
no,
with
he
it.
chose the human.
Did he?
I thought you said Merfolk. You're
I
you,
swear I saw him choose the blue card.
you are the one playing mind games, sir.
Listen, he had both of us swindled.
I think it was just you.
Apparently, I didn't see him
Yeah.
choose the human, but I think the human is always the right choice.
Okay, we had a fun result either way. So Caleb's wondering, is now the turn I board wipe? What's the one card left in Kevin's hand here?
Oh, I mean, honestly, it might change the game. It's a plains.
I mean, if he has a triple white spell in his deck, it sure might.
I mean, it's a plains into another plane, so
Well, now he can cast his Phyrexian Vindicator that he got in a pack from of whatever set that was in.
I'm forgetting myself. Was that all we
I
won?
think so, yeah.
I just almost don't remember because you've never almost seen them in that format. Like,
Yeah,
who's
it
casting
was a
that?
quad white guy. Yeah. Well, if he has one, it's castable, but otherwise, not looking great.
So I think from here, Caleb just mitigates the damage.
Yeah, and he can gain life here as well. He did draw a cold case cracker. I'm always gonna have to say that slowly. Um, so that'll be a nice thing to do after the board wipe. All right, so gaining 5 here is very useful, and you
Interesting. I'm
can
surprised he
just
didn't block the 4-drop.
so interesting. He doesn't want to put Ferox into the graveyard. He said I'd rather just throw it into the deck there. I mean, Caleb
So yeah,
could slice from the shadows the 4/4, but instead of board wiping,
that's what I'm wondering.
he's drawn an unscrupulous agent for turn, so that's not going to get cast this turn.
He's trying to figure out what
Or
Kevin
maybe he
might have in
is.
hand, right?
Okay, no, he is. He's absolutely casting. Okay, so he's gonna chump block and hope that Kevin plays something else. I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's a chump block and
Well,
hope for another creature.
I mean, Kevin did get inside source for the turn.
Okay, yeah. So he's finally gonna use his board wipe here, and this is like what makes him so excellent, right? There's a couple points where it just seemed to the naked eye that yeah, okay, you just board wipe now, and he said I'm gonna hold it for max value just because I don't have anything else going on in my hand. Um, and I said I'm gonna do it now when I have no creatures. My opponent has lethal damage.
Yeah, I felt like I would have done it like a turn or two ago, to
Yeah,
be honest.
yeah, I'm with
I mean,
you.
it's working. Caleb's still
But
alive.
that's why he's 90% plus win rate in 19 feature matches so far, right? Like this is not your average bear here. He's deciding if he wants to collect evidence to see his opponent's deck. I mean, he's deciding I'll just save
Well,
my evidence for a later case.
what a draw. He got push pull.
Oh,
That's probably
that's
going to close
that's
us out.
lethal. Yeah. Wow. Well,
Yes.
I mean, he has what he has.
He has two Panthers in graveyard.
Yeah, I think we were discussing the art of the good game when you're about to win, but
I wasn't going to discuss it at all. I was going to say, good job to Kevin.
yeah,
Way
no,
to find
great,
the line.
great pull there, literally off the top of his deck, the pull of the century. So congratulations to Kevin for taking down Caleb here, and we'll be back in a little bit with our second match of the week.